Welcome to Bodies, Blunts, and Books. I'm Em, and this is Tay, and we're two longtime friends who love thriller novels, questionable characters, stoner tangents, and a twist we didn't see coming. Each episode, we're diving into a book one section at a time.
Today we're talking about Part 2, Chapter 13 through the end of Honey by Imani Thompson. We'll give a quick recap and then get into the nail-biting details, so grab your bud, a snacky, and something to sip on because it's time to light up.
Hey, Tay, how you been?
Hey, Em. Oh, I'm good. How's Em been?
I'm good. I feel like I'm always so busy, but then I'm like, what am I even doing?
I know, I feel like I have hardly been home lately, and also at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, I've also been on my phone, like, 24/7, so
This
I
mobile game
guess,
addiction ain't gonna feed itself.
yeah, I have to watch TikTok, like, who else is gonna go on there? But oh yeah, so my derby team went out of town for our first game, and that was super fun. Our hotel had a pool, as hotels do, but it also had this huge twisty slide that was super fun. I don't know. It was really fast. I didn't expect it actually to go fast or be that intense, and it was just fun. The manager lady came out and yelled um, at someone. No one was quite sure who, and she tried to clear out the pool, but everyone was like, no, and stayed.
That sounds
um,
fun.
yeah, it was really fun. And then, I don't know, I've just been like, we have a garage sale coming up, so I've been paralyzed by inaction all week until last night, sort of late, and now I can't stop.
Oh, yes, I understand.
Like, all day, I was extremely anxious if I wasn't actively up and, like, doing something. So, it went to 0 to 60.
Well, a little birdie told me you won your derby match, so congrats.
We did win our match. It was really fun. Our second win in the 4 years I've been playing. So,
Hell
really
yeah.
big deal. Wait, actually, it's technically the third win, but the very first time we won was like 2023, and we had a lot of our A-team skaters filling in. So,
Well,
it's like 3 technically. But yeah, it was really fun. We had lots to celebrate. That's especially why we were like the hotel lady. Like, there was this group of men there. One dude was wearing a plastic hard hat with like a yellow like construction light that like spun on the
okay.
top, and him and like I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be like a bachelor party or what the deal was. It was all like middle 20s aged men, but they like did a chain down the slide, like 10 of them at once. And the guy was wearing the construction hat with the light on it. We thought it was hilarious. We did one train. Um and then not long later the hotel lady came in and yelled. So we assumed it was at them, but there were also little kids that were like they're doing little kid things, so anyway, it was
Everyone
really
was
fun.
hooting and hollering.
Dude, everyone was hooting and hollering, we weren't sure who the manager. I didn't even tell you, our dearest friend, who also plays derby with me, was, like, brave enough to be like, "I'm gonna go ask the hotel lady what the deal is." Isn't that crazy? They were like I came in really nice and was like, "Hey, why can't we stay in the pool? It's open for another hour." So funny and bold of them.
That doesn't surprise me. Our friend is very outspoken like that.
They are. It was so funny. So yeah, we played mermaids in the pool too, but
Ugh, as one does.
yeah. Low-key, I was kind of the best at handstands, doing the George Washington hair,
Wow,
and
nice.
flips. Flips in the water, like not from in a diving
Uh-huh.
board or anything. But and I was like, it's because I went to summer camp and just like day camp and swam all the time. So I got really good at handstands. When I was a kid, I mean.
I like to do handstands and flips, but my ears get fucked up these days. Like I get water in them
Oh,
and then I get ear infections and I'm like, am I a child or elderly? What's going on?
I know. It's so I will say this pool was great because the deepest it went was only like 4'6". So like that was deep enough to do my shenanigans, but not so deep that when I was at the bottom, my ears only like hurt
Yeah.
one time. But I hear you. Otherwise, I mean, that still might hurt your ears because you're delicate, Emily. But
I do have a
um,
delicate constitution.
you do. But yeah, I tried last time I was in like a deep pool. I tried to go to the bottom and it hurt so bad I actually could not do it.
Yeah, as a
Hurt my
kid, I would
ears.
dive to the bottom of, like, the 12-foot pool that my swim team practiced in, but I don't know. Not
Yeah, now
anymore.
I'm like, 5 feet? Oh, my head's exploding.
I have a fresh tattoo on my ankle and foot, so I won't be swimming for a little bit, but I got a hankering to be in a creek.
Yeah, that would be especially a bad time to be in a creek. The
Oh,
open
yeah.
wound,
We gotta let this
open-ish wound.
heal.
And it's huge. Do you
Y'all, I'm
wanna tell the
peeling.
listeners about your tattoo, or do you not wanna get that specific?
Um, yeah, it's fine. I'm trying to well, everyone always says, "How many tattoos do you have?" And I say, "I don't know," because there's really
Yeah,
a
I don't
lot
know
of
how you
ways to
count that.
interpret once you have so many and they kinda start to turn into multiple, it's just hard to answer. So, I'm trying to get to the point where I can say 1, and it's just gonna be my leg sleeve. So, it
Mhm.
starts on my butt cheek pretty much, and then it just goes down to my toes. So yeah, I'm just working on filling that in. My most recent session last week was like the top of my foot and then all around my ankle, and it was, horrible.
Dude, that sounds brutal. How long did it take again? Like 4 or 5
We
hours?
we were actively tattooing for 4.5 hours, and
Ugh.
then he at this point, my leg is pretty full, so he is just freehanding a lot of it. It's
Mhm.
not, stenciled.
That's
So,
so cool.
he doesn't charge me for that at least, but there's a lot of downtime where he's just kinda, like, planning things out and drawing on me.
That's so cool. I love it. I don't know, people are tougher than me because I sat for 6 hours for the one on my shin, and everyone's like, "Whoa, you're so tough." And I'm like, "I don't think you're hearing me. I sat for 6 hours, but not well." Like, I
Yeah.
was writhing in pain at the end. She was, like, death gripping my leg just to try to get through it because we were so close, but I was like, "I might die." Like, I'm seeing the light. I
Yeah.
think this is in he I'm in hell right now.
I usually sit pretty well, and I kinda have a reputation at my tattoo shop for sitting there pretty, like, stoically while I'm getting bad tattoos. Um,
That's, like, the
but
highest compliment,
the
though.
I know. But this last one, yeah, I was actively like like gasping and, like,
Yeah.
jerking at points, and I'm pretty sure he was like, "Damn, I've never seen her like that." Even, like, I don't know, I've had other bad spots. I have the back of my knee, like a full
Ugh.
flower, and that feels like nothing compared to it was the top of the ankle and, like, around the sides of it. I was unwell. That's all I
Yeah.
can say.
You're so brave for that. The foot also really freaks me out. I will say I don't even I might have said this on the podcast. Maybe not. The front of my shin, like on the shin bone, it actually didn't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
I think if we would have stopped at hour 3,
Mhm.
I would have been like, "Oh, that wasn't so bad." And I could have done just a second session and not been such a whiny baby.
Uh-huh.
I think it was just like I hit a threshold that like, okay, now everything hurts no matter what, and I'm
I
dying.
always feel that way around the 3-hour point, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you can push through it and you get that second adrenaline rush going, but yeah, 3 to 4 hours is really, like, the burnout point for me too.
Yeah. So, like, it really didn't hurt that bad, and it was fine until it wasn't, and then it really wasn't.
Mhm. I agree with you though, top of the shin was not it wasn't as bad as I imagined it would be.
No. My legs are just so twitchy, though, that's also pisses me off.
This has been a tattoo corner. Someday I'll when my tattoo's finished, I'll be more ready to post photos of it.
Yeah. Do you wanna say what it is, though, so I can make the joke about what are you cooking?
Oh.
What recipe are you making?
Okay, yeah, so it started out on my thigh as, fruits and vegetables, and then now it's a lot of floral and some, critters too, but yeah, as Tay was saying, men love to ask me, "What's the recipe?"
Shut up.
I know, I always just it's
It's so funny, I'm like I love talking about my tattoos, but in a specific way, like, if you come at me in a certain way, I'm gonna shut it down or, like, not be friendly.
I
But
don't
if
know.
you
People can be flirty with me. Like I have, I had guys be like, "Oh, okay." So I should say there's like it's a mixture of fruits and vegetables. I have a pomegranate, a cherry, a pineapple, but then also like an asparagus, a bean, garlic. So it's a weird mix. It could never just be one recipe because it would be too weird.
Mhm.
Um, So, like, I don't know, sometimes guys are flirty and like, "Oh, I wanna taste your pomegranate," and I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." That one's on my butt, so
Yeah. And pomegranates are just inherently sexy, which I think we'll
yeah.
probably get into in the book
We
later.
talked about that in the last episode.
Oh, we did? Okay,
Well, not
great.
about them being sexy, just how we wanted to eat one in the bathtub.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, speaking of the last episode while we're here, I need to
Oh, yeah.
apologize to every Chicago fan. In the last episode, I was speaking about the book or I'm sorry, I was speaking about the song from Chicago, and I called it "He Had It Comin'," but I guess I'm a filthy liar because it's called "The Cell Block Tango," and I knew that, and I don't
Oh,
know why I just kept calling it "He Had It Comin'" because that's just the line of the song, but so
that's
I
so funny because Cell Block
apologize.
Tango rings a bell for me now. Like, I
Right,
actually
yeah.
I
It's
just
a
went with it, though.
famous song, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah,
Apologies.
that's so funny. Thank you so much for clarifying we needed that. No, actually, we did, though, because I just fully believed you and was like, "I know the song you're talking about, but that doesn't seem like maybe it's the title, but I don't know."
I had to leave myself a note because I was editing last week's episode and I was like, "Oh, that's not it. What was wrong with me?"
Oh my god, and yeah, you hate to leave, a loose thread like that.
I know, I really do. Okay, any books, movies, current obsessions you need to talk about?
No, I I don't know, I'm kind of in between books now. Well, I'm starting our next book because I'm really excited, so that's all I got, though.
No outside books.
No.
I finished a book I kinda liked. It was called The Collective by Allison Galen, and I think it came out around 2020s. But
Okay.
the book is about, this woman who 5 years prior, her daughter was killed at a frat party, and then the guy who was responsible was found not guilty, and, she's just basically spent the last 5 years, like, full grief mode. She divorces
Uh,
her husband. Her job is kinda just, like, hanging by a thread, because she can't get over it, and especially how there was just no justice.
mhm.
Um, so she finds out the guy who killed her daughter is gonna be, like, given some award at his college, so she shows up and, like, has a little too much to drink and is heckling him, and it turns into a viral video.
Oh.
So, after that, she just is kinda, like, at her lowest point, I guess, and she gets invited to join this Facebook group for grieving parents, and then that leads her to another group that's, like, on the dark web, and at first it's, like, kinda it seems like it's, like, revenge role play where they're, like,
Mhm.
what they would wanna do to the people who killed their children, and it's especially aimed at people whose their children's killers got off or they got away with it. But then, obviously, it's a thriller book, so it ain't role play.
Okay,
Uh,
this sounds good.
it was good, okay, and yeah, it was just I would say, like, the moral of it all was just about how grief can, like, kinda just corrupt you from the inside out, and,
Mhm.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. I got through it super fast because I just couldn't put it down. Um, I feel like it was kinda one of those books where, I don't know, it didn't have that much of a satisfying ending, but I think the point was that it's supposed to be, like, about how hard grief is.
Yeah.
So,
Endings are hard.
hopefully that wasn't a spoiler, so sorry.
Oh, no, I think that's fine. I'm adding
Okay.
it to my story graph right now.
Oh,
Actually, I'm just
perfect,
gonna
okay.
see if it's on Libby. How about that?
That's
Since I
I
don't have
checked it out
access
from
to Libby.
Libby, so it probably is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, I like that, and I'm between personal reading books, so I think this is my next one.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah. I started another book that's bad, so I don't even need to talk about it.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's reminding me of when I had read The Ninth House. I was just
Yeah.
like, "I don't know, it's bad. I don't wanna explain how it's bad because I don't care. Just don't
Doesn't matter.
recommend it." Um, we've talked about this before, but I don't know if we've ever done it officially on the show, and if we have, I'm sorry for my memory loss, but, I think we've talked about wanting to talk about snacks. So I
Oh,
said, "Let's do snack shop."
this reminds me of the SNL skit, The Snack Homies.
Oh, the snack homies? I don't know if I know that one.
It's, I think they've only done it once or twice. It's all
Oh.
of the women, but they're pretending to be, like, 13-year-old boys, and they just use all of the, like, slang that the kids use.
Oh,
It's very silly, but I
I'll look
I
it
love
up.
it. Okay, tell me about your snacks, Tay.
So lately, I'm gonna reveal a gross secret about myself.
Okay.
Maybe it'll get us listeners. Even and bad publicity is good publicity in the end. All publicity is good. I
Okay.
like to eat Doritos, and lately, well, as on does, lately I've been really enjoying licking all the orange off, and then I just have the tortilla chip left,
Okay.
and then I eat the tortilla chip. But it got to the point the other day I was eating the Doritos, and I was like, I don't want to be doing this, but I couldn't stop.
Send
And it
help.
I know, I was like, "This is horrible, what's happening to me?" I did finally break the curse, and I've not had Doritos since, but something else I'm enjoying is, cherry chunk ice cream. Specifically, I really like when there's actual big chunks of cherry. I don't know, I've had some before where
Mhm.
the chunks aren't big enough, and I love a big cherry chunk in chocolate. So, I just wanted to talk about that because 'cause I'm having a lot of fun eating cherry chunk ice cream. I also got some waffle cones to crunch in there. It's
That
pretty good.
makes me want ice cream. I feel like I haven't had ice cream in a hot minute. I need some.
Oh, my worst habit, but I've just come to accept that this is who I am. I always have ice cream, always,
I
in my
used to be
house.
like that, and then I just stopped buying it. 'Cause
That's good,
well,
though.
my problem is I always get Ben& and Jerry's, and, like, it's so
Oh,
expensive for, like,
and
and
then
I
I
will
finish it in
I
one
know, I
sitting.
know. So, I told myself, like, "You gotta stop. Just
Oh,
cut it out.
fair.
You can't afford this. You can't keep up this lifestyle."
I will say, I will eat the whole Ben& and Jerry's, that's the one I
Yeah.
do eat all of, but
It's just so good.
I know, and it's so, like, not that much. Like, it is a lot. I don't always feel great after. I had a Ben& and Jerry's the other day. Strawberry cheesecake's my fave. I know you don't love strawberry cheesecake though, sorry, but
It's okay.
it's my fave. I ate a pint of it at, like, 3 in the afternoon, and then I had derby practice at 7,
Oh,
which seemed like
lord.
a good distance apart, but it was really hot a few
No.
weeks ago, and a couple times I was like, "I might barf."
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
wouldn't
believe it.
recommend. But I
Um,
think we kept ice cream enough around as a child that I don't binge on ice cream miraculously. Sometimes I can, but
yeah.
yeah,
I
anyway.
sometimes will get Dole Whip if there's this place by my house that has it,
Oh, yeah, we
and
didn't get to
I
try it when I
fuck with a
visited.
Dole Whip.
Yeah, next time I do wanna visit and go there.
Yeah,
I'd love to try
definitely.
it.
I'm trying to think of what else for snacks, lately, I've been making myself little charcuterie boxes. I have these little containers that have, like, 4 individual little pouches, I guess, not
Mhm.
pouches, but, like, indents, I don't know, and, I'll do cheese and salami in one, and then pretzels in another, and then I like to get dried mango from Aldi, and
Ooh,
sometimes I'll get
yeah.
dried pineapple too, but I really like the dried mango,
I love
and
dried
then I
mango.
I know it's so good, I cut it up into little bite-sized pieces so that it will fit in my little container, and then the 4th pocket or whatever kinda just depends. I like to do something chocolatey, that's always a hit, but
Mhm.
last time I was at Aldi, I got, the what are they called? The Nerds gummy clusters.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I did those, that was pretty good too.
That's a good I love this, it's inspired. M's food prep is god tier, by the way. You could do a whole I feel you could do at least one full season of a podcast of your food prep, just talking about the various ways you do it and stuff.
I'm neurotic, like, the way I do it is a lot, but it
It's
changed
worth
my
it.
life.
Yeah.
Okay, because I will go Friday or Saturday, I grocery shop, and first of all, I shop sales, so I don't really make a list. I mean, I might have a list of things I know I need, but for the most part, I just shop sales, and I like to use, like, a pickup is my favorite, if I'm doing, like, a sales from, like, a more expensive grocery store, and
Mhm.
then I'll go to Aldi after and get fill in whatever I need from there. So
Smart.
then I grocery shop first and then I come home and I make a list of all of like the main things I got. And then I do a 2-week meal plan around that. And then Sunday, I'll prep everything I can. Like I'll do breakfasts and lunches, and then I'll prep proteins ahead of time that I can use for multiple dinners. And it works really well, but it's a commitment. And if I miss it, if I fall off, I'm just fucked for 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's so hard to keep up, but it's
Uh-huh.
so helpful when you do.
It's worth it because my ADHD manifests in like if I don't have a plan for something or if I'm not prepared, I just won't do it. There's no
Yeah.
winging it. I don't know. I'll just not eat until it's 8 p.m. and I'm throwing a fit because I haven't eaten all day, and then I'll go spend $20 on takeout.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I
I'm
do
doing
it
better though.
still, but yeah, the meal planning and prepping really helps with that.
Okay.
It's my
Everyone
coping
please clap.
mechanism.
I've been making potatoes in the microwave lately. Not the best way to make them, but I oil and season them still so the skin gets nice.
Ooh,
I've been doing baked potato in the microwave and steamed broccoli. It's better than
health
nothing.
goddess.
I know. Fucking love a potato and
I love a
broccoli.
potato. I've been doing baked sweet potatoes with the protein that I prep ahead of time, a little of that on top, some cheese, some
I
sour
love a
cream
baked sweet
maybe.
potato.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I should get back into eating a whole potato with cheese in it again, like I was doing because of that lady on TikTok. I was having a good
Yes.
time with that.
Yeah, I love a sweet potato. I like a regular potato too, but
My mom said when I was a baby, I loved sweet potato, and they fed me so much sweet potato that I was turning orange. So they had to stop. And I just never ate sweet potato like my whole life until I became an adult, really. And I'm like, actually, you made it for me. And I said, oh, this fucks. I'm pretty sure
oh,
that's
I
how.
do make a sweet potato. One of our friends is vegetarian, and I make a really good vegetarian sweet potato dish.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
And,
actually,
then,
I
and now I
straight
just
up
love sweet
stole that
potato.
from HelloFresh. It's not
Yeah,
my
but you made it
recipe.
better. I feel like you
Yeah,
improved it.
I think if you don't know how to cook very well, HelloFresh or like those type of meal services are a great way to learn some meals.
It's true.
I
Some
don't
of
think
them
they're
take
super
so long.
sustainable to do forever,
No.
but yeah, it's a good way to quickly and easily learn 5 to 10 new meals you could just rotate on
Yep.
your own.
I agree with that. That's where I first tried grilling cheese as well, was a HelloFresh, and
Yeah, yeah.
I love grilling cheese.
Oh, I love grilling cheese. A halloumi.
Oh yeah, fuck with halloumi.
Okay, we gotta stop talking about food. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else? I don't know.
No, I think that's snack shops closed.
Snack shop is closed. I'm gonna have to get a little snacky later. Ooh, I'm sorry. Can I just sneak back into the snack shop and make one quick order? I also have been
Fine.
making zucchini bread muffins like
Oh, fuck
all the
yeah.
time for the last like couple months, and they're so good and they're so easy. I just grate up 1 to 2 zucchinis and then
From your
I don't know. It's
garden,
like
or have you gotten any
no,
yet?
no, from the store. I don't grow
Okay.
zucchini because they always get infested with stink bugs every time I try.
Ew.
So I
Okay.
don't fuck with
Fair.
that. I
I
just get them
hate
from the
stink
store.
bugs.
Yeah, they're horrible. So I make the zucchini bread, I make the muffins, and then I usually will put them in the air fryer to toast them for like 5 minutes if it's not
Yum.
the day I made them, so they still have that nice crunchy top. And I don't know if anyone's listening to this and says I need to know M's zucchini bread muffin recipe. Hit me up. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. I'll try
I'll
it.
send it to you. I will.
I'm starting to cook. I made dinner last week.
Hell yeah.
So
Okay,
someday
snack
I'll be
shop
like Ed.
is closed now. So
Yeah. We close at 6 p.m. I stayed late for this. Just kidding.
So we're
Okay.
talking about the second half, well, a little less than half of Honey, and let's get into the recap. So we pick back up after Ursa comes home from Greece with Isaiah, and she tries to return back to normal life. And despite things going well with Isaiah, the appeal to kill Felix is too strong, and she goes through with it. The kill goes wrong, and instead of pushing him off his balcony, she ends up beating him to death and then frames the murder on a local gang.
After Felix's funeral, Isaiah breaks up with Ursa once he realizes she never revealed that Felix was her ex. Ursa also finds out that Felix was never the one who spread his and Ursa's sex tape around. it was her friend Kitty, and this causes her to reevaluate the validity of her killing.
Despite this, Ursa falls to temptation and ends up at a middle aged man's house. She kills him in the backseat of his car, and then, in her haste to move the body, she runs into Kyle's girlfriend, Mary, who lets herself into the car and sees the body. The book ends with Ursa revealing her plan is to make it look like Stephen and Mary were in the car together when he had a heart attack and drove off the road, but we don't find out Mary or Ursa's actual fate.
All right. So, what did you think? Like,
I
what did you think about the ending?
Oh, okay. Let's just jump ahead to the ending. You're so right. Okay, let's talk about the new characters first.
Okay. So the two major characters we meet this section are Stephen and Mary. Stephen's a 52-year-old man Ursa meets on a dating app. She tells herself she's just playing a game, but then after he admits that he agrees with some of Sam Mac's policies, she moves ahead with killing him.
And then we have Mary, who is Kyle's girlfriend, who Ursa had no idea existed. We find out that she was the one behind the "I know what you did last summer" emails, and they were in reference to sleeping with her boyfriend. She tries to confront Ursa, but then she finds herself as Ursa's hostage.
We also officially meet Felix's ex, Sarah, who ends up being a black Southern woman. What did you think about Ursa and Sarah's interactions at the bar after Felix's funeral? What do you think Sarah is supposed to represent, or what was the purpose of her character?
I don't know why I put this as, like, the first question, but here we are. Um, but I thought it was interesting. Because we meet Sarah before we find out that Felix was not the one who leaked the sex tape. And I
Oh.
feel like, um, Sarah was just so nice and sweet and kind, and it seemed like she had such a like, strong impact on Felix, like, how he was so religious after he met her and everything.
Yeah.
So I felt like her character was there to represent, like, to show us that Felix was good, or, like, to highlight Felix's goodness too.
Yeah, I could see that. I honestly don't know why I didn't consider this question, but like you're so right. Like she's kind of a polar opposite of Ursa, like her attitude and everything. So yeah, it
Uh-huh.
is a good question. Like, what do you think she
Like,
represents?
she flew all the way across the ocean to go to Felix's funeral after they had already broken up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, she just seemed like such a sweetheart.
Yeah. And then
Uh,
compared to Ursa, who's
uh-huh,
like
truly just total
focus on
opposite of
killing people.
Ursa.
Yeah. Um, they definitely are. I also think it's interesting. The book doesn't go into this, but just culturally, like they're both black women, but she's from Southern America. I mean, Southern US, Southern United States. Um, and so that's just like wildly different than Cambridge, England. So I just
Mhm.
think there's a dichotomy there. I don't really think she like dives into that in the book. It's just something I thought was interesting.
Yeah, same. I feel like, yeah, Sarah was just there to kind of be a reflection of both Felix and Ursa.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I liked her that we got to meet her. I was happy
Hmm.
that she showed up.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so yeah, now that we're finished, let's discuss Ursa and how we feel about her. We ended the last episode asking if we felt she was justified, and we both said no, ultimately. But so yeah, do you still agree with that? Or if she's not justified, where should she have drawn the line?
Yeah, ugh. I don't think she was justified with Felix. Well, but she thought he had released the tape though still at that point, right?
Yeah, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
the hard part because she that's the problem with taking this kind of like justice into your own hands. It's like
Mhm.
this vigilante justice, I guess. You don't have all the facts, so you're really only going on your own biased emotions.
Yeah.
And like, because I do feel like some of the people she killed definitely deserved it. Like the guy who, oh, I don't remember his Henry Davidson, the
Oh,
the one who
yeah.
she pretended to be an escort and seduced. Like,
Mhm.
I don't have any qualms about that kill.
Right?
Even the bee thing, I don't consider that a murder. That was an accident, I think.
Mhm.
Pushing the guy off the roof, I don't think that was justified.
Yeah.
It felt good, but
Yeah. It was a
I
satisfying one.
I think ultimately Ursa has become the villain. And I think
Oh,
that kind
yeah.
of draws parallels to the research she was doing for her PhD about um oh lord. She was talking about,
Liberation
yeah, liberation and like black liberation and women's liberation, and then
tied to, like, violence.
exactly, yes. She was trying to make the claim that like there's no way to do it without violence.
Mhm.
Um, and her advisor was kind of pushing back about that, like telling her, it seems like you just want the answer to be violence.
Mhm.
And I think that kind of perfectly sums up this whole book a little bit. Like
Yeah.
she's looking for liberation, but she just wants the answer to be violence.
Yeah, and in trying to what am I trying to say? Like, in seeking liberation through violence, she's just trapping herself more because she can't keep covering up her tracks in this way. Like, she's gotten so lucky thus far, but like, luck's running out. Like, by the end of the book, we've got one dead guy in the back and a totally random Mary, like, just sitting in her car, probably about to get killed. And it's
Mhm.
like, you just have to keep covering this up, but, like, it's gonna
She's
get really
become the villain, the
yeah.
oppressor
Uh-huh.
through this.
Yeah.
And especially when it came down to Mary, I thought, oh, we'll have to talk deeper about the ending. It was hard to not know.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's completely different when she with Mary, because this girl didn't do anything. There's no justifiable reason Ursa can make for herself about
Exactly.
why this girl deserves to be murdered.
Yeah. And because yeah, she just, like, has to because she's like, "Uh-oh, she's seen too much," but, like,
Mhm.
that's
She
not
has no
been
choice. Yeah.
that's not been her guiding light thus far, so it's just like, "Uh-oh, yeah." Um, that was wild, though. I Did you like the ending? Like, I personally didn't mind that it was so open, I just was like, it just left off in a weird spot, I thought.
It breaks my brain a little because, like, I just want things to have resolution. I want it
Yeah,
to be tied in a neat, tidy bow. So
I
I
know.
struggled with it, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't hate it. Again, like you were just saying, I don't necessarily need answers or, like, to know what happened, but it just felt like it was abrupt, I guess, is maybe my
Mhm.
complaint.
I was listening to it my first go through, and I was like, "Wait, it's over? What
Yeah.
what happened?"
Uh-huh. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna, like" I knew it would be over soon, but I was like, "Oh, maybe something big's gonna happen and she'll get caught or, like, someone will call her out or something," but
Mhm.
I don't know, like, I'm not saying those would've been better, it's just I think it was abrupt is my
Yes, for
opinion.
sure.
I also I liked the prose a lot, I liked that it read like poetry at certain parts, but I got kinda confused, like, at first I was a and maybe this was a me problem, but I was confused, like, did she kill Felix? Like, I couldn't quite I had to reread
I
it
was
and, like,
confused during
think
that part
about
too.
it.
It didn't
Yeah.
I was confused about the sequence of events, and then I had to go back and be like, "Okay, yeah, she beat him to death. Cool."
Yeah, and then it helps, like, put it together as the future goes on, like, the newspapers were saying this or reports were saying this, and you're, like, gathering info that way, but it
Mhm.
just in the moment was a little confusing, and then same with Kitty. The chapter ended with her, like it says she slams Kitty's head into the wall, but that, like, was just her, like, fantasy. She didn't actually slam Kitty's head into a wall, I don't think.
Oh, I'm wondering if I missed that part.
It was, like, in the bathroom when Kitty confessed, to, leaking the tape, and it kind of turns into that prose thing where if it gets kinda, like, choppy and formatted differently.
Mhm.
And if I remember right, I thought it said she slammed Kitty's head into the wall, but then the next chapter starts and it was like just what she was thinking about doing, and she didn't actually do it, but it wasn't very clear. So sometimes that type of prose didn't always work for me, but for the most part, I loved it.
I think the author really wanted it to be ambiguous in places too.
That's true, and it kind of lends to Ursa being an unreliable narrator.
Mhm. Let's the next question was about Kitty. Let's talk about her.
We find out the thing that happened in high school where Ursa lost most of her friends was that she and Felix had made a sex tape that ended up being spread around. Ursa always believed that it was Felix who either posted it to YouTube or sent it to someone who then shared it, but after killing Felix, she finds out that it was Kitty who was jealous of Ursa and wanted to hurt her. What were your thoughts? And do you think, or how do you think this changed things for Ursa?
I was shook because I was fully just believing that it was Felix at that point,
Yeah,
and he denied it before she killed him, but I thought like, ugh, that scuzzy bastard.
right?
So I was pretty shocked to find out it was Kitty, and then shortly after that too, I made a note that we got a flashback scene from Ursa and Kitty when they were in high school where they got invited to go swimming with the popular girls, and then the girls just bullied Kitty and, like, threw her in the water where she almost drowned, and
Oh, yeah.
no one helped her, and even Ursa, who realized she was, like, struggling, just stayed with the girls and hung out with them, and then, like, the next time they just didn't invite Kitty. So, I just thought that was kinda interesting to, like, you do see Kitty felt bullied, like,
Hmm.
and of course was jealous of Ursa, but I mean, I don't think that excuses posting someone's sex tape online.
No. I feel like that probably falls into her thesis of violence and liberation and whatnot. Like, you could argue they were committing acts of violence against each other.
Mhm.
So, and look where that got them.
I think something Ursa I guess I would just call this a character flaw. She really doesn't have any sort of um like self-reflection about her own bad behavior.
Yeah.
We get her thoughts about like, "Oh, I know I'm not good," or whatever. I'm not as good as her, and I'm gonna go hook up with this guy who I just told her not to hook up with, but I don't think she necessarily thinks about how her actions affect other people, but then I
Oh,
think she
yeah.
holds other people to quite a high standard about how their actions affect her.
That is absolutely true. I agree with that.
Um, yeah. The kitty thing fucked me up. I said, "Damn, who would do that to their friend?"
I know. Cause I'm like, yeah, she was like drowning, but yeah,
No,
you
I know,
shouldn't
it's
leak
like she
someone's
was
sex tape.
bullied, like, that sucks, but why would you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah. I feel bad for her. But yeah, the way she got back at Ursa was like, girl.
Mhm, and then it kinda made sense too why Kitty, kinda distanced herself from her after that because she just felt guilty.
Yeah. She knew she was wrong. But then, yeah, that kind of you can see that difference in Ursa. Like Ursa did not seem guilty for what she did,
Mhm.
but Kitty did.
Um, okay, so Isaiah breaks up with Ursa after he finds out that Felix, the old friend she had been hanging out with who died, was actually her ex and not just a childhood friend. Um, did you think Isaiah was justified in this, or any thoughts on how things played out with him?
Yeah, I think he was justified. I feel like it's one of those things where if he did want to stay with her, fine, but I could see why he was like, why would you lie about that? And to be honest, I don't know if he knew this, but she was like making out and like dating Felix. So like
I know
even though
she
in
had the
her
thought
head,
of, like, it's not cheating if you're planning on killing them.
exactly, that's literally what she said. And it's like, yeah, but Isaiah doesn't know that. And then you can't be honest with him
I
because
know. Well,
That's
after they
worse.
broke up, she is hooking up with Kyle, and she mentions, like, "Yeah, I got broken up with, that's why I hit you up, and I miss him, and he broke up with me because he thought I was lying to him," and then I think Kyle says, "Were you?" And I'm not sure if she responds or she just thinks this, but she says yes, and it's
Yeah.
like, "Well, yeah, like, you can't be in a healthy, loving partnership if you're not gonna be honest and, like, upfront with the person."
Exactly. But I also feel like she has reached a point at like when she started kind of secretly dating Felix, even if it was to end up killing him.
Mhm.
She kind of is like in the deep end at that point. Like I feel like she's kind of snapped and she's
Yeah.
just fully in this other life and yeah.
Yeah, like, there was no stopping her.
Yeah. Like she was gonna do that regardless.
The addiction has set in.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
liked Isaiah. I thought he was a nice boy.
Me too. I'm glad she didn't kill him.
I know, me too.
What a relief.
I don't think I have any actual questions about this, but while we're talking about Isaiah too, what happens with Blake? So she just I think she was moving into an old folks home, but I feel like she witnessed Ursa and the girl get into the car, Mary.
Yes.
So that doesn't bode well for Blake.
Yes. You're so right. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if Ursa would just lie and be like, I don't know, it was because wasn't it raining? Like maybe she'll be like, she just got in my car because it was raining and I offered. I don't know. She'd probably make up some sort of lies so that but also
Uh-huh.
Blake forgets things.
Oh,
That's part
true,
of why
yeah.
so maybe she won't even remember or they'd brush her off as like, well, you just have dementia. You're 90 or whatever.
This book just they just ended on so many loose ends.
I know. I feel like that's such a staple of a literary fiction. Like, it's such
Yeah.
a there is no solid ending ever. It always is
Uh-huh.
just like, "And I've decided to stop writing right here." Oh, okay. I still love that shit, though.
Mhm.
Um, did you believe for a second that Ursa wouldn't kill one of the guys off the various burner phone dating apps she got?
No. The second I saw she fucking bought 4 burner phones to put Bumble and Hinge and all those on, I thought, "Oh, girl, you
Yeah,
know you're gonna kill one of them."
of
It's truly an
course.
addiction for her,
Yeah,
and she behaves like an addict about it. She's
yes.
super, like, she's looking at things through this tiny view of only what she can focus on. She doesn't see the big picture of anything. She's just worried about her next fix, and she tells herself, "No, I have it under control. I can stop whenever I want." But no,
Yes.
babe, you have an addiction.
Yeah, it mirrors addiction so well. I mean, it is addiction and
Mhm.
but yeah, it was really well written in that way. And I again think that's another aspect of her being an unreliable narrator. It's like her perspective is that of an addict. So of course it's unreliable.
So true, yes.
Yeah, because she is locked in. It's so funny. Like, that would be like buying a case of beer as an alcoholic and be like, yeah, but I'm not going to drink it. Like, why'd you buy 4 burner phones if you're not going to kill anyone, girl? Sure, Jan.
And, the guy she chose, like, "Girl, you know you didn't just go over to this old guy way out of you're way out of his league's house just to play some little game or whatever." Like, "No. You're."
It did almost seem like she was going to leave without killing him.
I
It's
know.
until she saw those Sam Mac things, and then she was like, "Okay, well, time to die."
Oh, when that guy was talking about the Sam Mack stuff, I just was like, "Stop. Just stop. Just shh.
I
Shh. You could
know.
live. Just stop."
I think she did it like he was very humanized, like, she wasn't killing him right away, and he kept doing all these things where she was just like, "Ugh." I don't know, maybe not pathetic isn't the word I'm thinking of, but she would just kind of, like, look at him like, I don't know, not
Humanized
condescending,
is a good word for it. Like, he's talking about
but
his daughter who
mhm,
loves him and would miss him if he was gone, and, like, yeah, he's
yeah.
turning himself into, like, a person with a whole world, not just some bad man who she can get rid of.
Yeah, and they, like, dance and stuff.
Oh, and
together,
he
and
farts.
when he farts, it's so funny, and she actually thought it was funny. So it was like, I think this is all happening to humanize him, but then as soon as he has that opinion that she doesn't like, which valid girl.
I know.
But I mean, not really valid, but I get it.
Yeah.
When he said, "I kind of agree with some of it," and she said, "Okay, well." How'd she do
She
it again?
said, "Wrong answer, bitch."
She really did. Uh-oh.
What'd you say? How'd she kill him?
Yeah, how'd she kill him again? Was it an injection or how'd
Yeah,
she do it?
she gave him ketamine, and then I think she also injected him with epinephrine, and he
Yes.
had a heart
Oh,
attack.
yep, that's the heart attack part. Okay. Where's she getting the ketamine? Is that easily attainable?
Well, there were a couple different little quips about how she had to meet someone off Facebook to buy something. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming it was just like buying drugs off people from the internet.
Okay.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Definitely not. Couldn't be me.
Okay, so at some point, Ursa believes the emails were coming from her mom. Even after she finds out that they were from Mary, Ursa still believes that her mom knows everything. Do you believe that Candice knows Ursa's a serial killer, or what do you think she knows or doesn't know?
I think Candice knows that Ursa's a killer, because she showed up kind of randomly and they had this talk that was very like, it felt very like, I know what you are because she does the same thing.
Okay, I was confused about that. I had a side note on here. So, what was the deal with in our part one? Ursa found photos from Candice. I don't know, her mom's photos of a young man who was naked,
Oh, yeah.
and she mentioned she found them and she just took them. So her mom must have known they were gone, but no, neither of them ever brings it up. But then, yeah, in this, towards the end, her mom is there at her apartment, and um, Ursa finally asks her about them, and her mom was just, I don't know. I was kind of confused about her response. She was just like, "You don't need to know."
Yeah. That is what led me to believe, gosh, I don't have my book with me right now. I should have bookmarked it, but I think her mom kind of did a thing where it was like, I'm not going to say because I think you know, was the
Yeah.
vibe.
Okay,
So I
I
think,
missed too. I had a note that when she found the pictures, she also found a stream of calls to unsaved numbers on her mom's phone. So, was the implication that her mom was just banging other dudes, or was her mom killing these guys?
yeah, I feel like the implication is that she was just banging them, but like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like her mom just kind of knows. Like, maybe not specifically what she's doing, but I think her mom knows, like, you're up to something and it's not good.
And then towards the very end of the last chapter, while Ursa's in the car with Mary, she's just talking to herself, and she says something about asking her dad what she did as a child, and then she was like, "I already knew," and then she goes on to describe how she just sat around killing bugs all day. So,
Yeah.
I think that kind of is more evidence that her mom did have an idea that something ain't right.
Yeah, and her dad seems just like a sweet and kind soul. Her dad almost seems like Isaiah a little bit.
Yeah, so
Just
true.
like how, like, nice he is and kind.
Do you
Um,
think okay, so in the previous episode, I had talked about how I thought Candace just really didn't see Ursa, like, she just had all these projections and, like, desires for her daughter that Ursa didn't live up to, and she was disappointed, but I think I had that pretty wrong because now I feel like her mom has this whole secret side of her with the men and the pictures and the phone numbers, and so maybe it's like she kind of sees part of herself in Ursa.
yeah, I think she's trying to, like, push Ursa to, like, I don't know, like, be like her, like, you can hide those things
Like,
and
have
still
your
have it all or
vices,
whatever.
but keep
Yeah.
them under control.
Yeah, but when you don't know that that's what your mom is trying to get at, it's just like, "Oh, my nagging mom."
Yeah. Yeah. I thought their relationship was so interesting.
Me
And
too.
yeah, I feel like it was almost supposed to be like, yeah, her mom has this same kind of like urges that could get her in trouble. But yeah,
Yes.
she's trying to show her that you can have your urges and indulge while still keeping your life.
Yeah. Well, and it's also interesting because Ursa's like really bored with her PhD and seems really like burnt out. And her mom similarly seems to get burnt out on like careers or like education and whatever. She's hopped around from different fields a lot too.
Do you feel like this
So
is a tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD kind of thing?
I kind of was a little like a lot of the academic scenes where it was like she went to the library and didn't do any homework but ate a bunch of candy. I'm like, same. That's what I did in college. Eating Dunkin' Donuts, reading my own books, but not doing homework or
Yeah.
studying.
I definitely feel like I have to keep myself on kind of a tight leash or I do start to stray like I'll fall into vices that I know aren't good for me.
Mhm.
And it's definitely not like killing people or like
No.
anything like that, but maybe more on like Candace's level where I just got to go bang some young hot thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily, that's chill for me.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, before I met my or
Fine.
when I first met
Handy.
my husband, before we started dating, he said, "Just so you know, I only do polyamorous relationships." And I said, "What the fuck is that?" So then I had to Google it and I said, I think that could work for me."
Yeah, you said great, actually.
So, a little bit of a learning curve, but 11
Mhm.
years later, it's not so bad.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Anything else about Ursa and her mom?
No, I think it was really interesting, and we thought one thing and it flipped on us, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like when books do that.
The new school year starts and Nina comes back. We find out Sky was the one who published the article calling out Richardson, but Nina is still cold with Ursa. We don't get much more resolution than that. What do you think happened?
I truly don't know because we get a conversation between the two of them where Nina's like, "Yeah, I thought it might have been you, but I found out it was Guy." And Ursa is just pissed. She's like, "Well, why hasn't she tried to contact me then?" And like gets mad and leaves. And then we don't
hmm
really get anything else from Nina.
Yeah, why did Nina? Like, I just don't feel like Ursa being like the professor sucks and being kind of insensitive to Nina's feelings was worth this much coldness.
No, I know. I feel like there had to be some other reason, and I wish
Yeah,
we would have gotten at least a hint at what it was.
I know, because I thought maybe it was just one of these things like we know that Ursa is not self-aware. Um maybe Nina like just has noticed Ursa's like lack of empathy and
Okay,
is
that's what
finally
I
like
was gonna say, pretty much. Like, I think
I'm
it
just
might just be
done.
that Ursa is rude and, like, mean or, like, a bully, kind of.
Mhm.
Like, Nina just kinda didn't like her vibe. But
Yeah.
I almost feel like not getting resolution to this part was more upsetting than the actual ending of the book.
That's so true because I'm
I
like,
wanted to know why Nina was mad at her.
I know, Nina, what is your problem? Did I miss something or what? Like, why are you so mad?
Girl.
All right. So, do you have any other thoughts about the ending where it's just Ursa pulling off the road and thinking to herself she'll only have one chance to take Mary down, and then the book just kind of ends? But did you have any final thoughts since that's really where it left off?
Oh, it was just so hard. Like I said, I finished it and I was like, "Wait, that's the end? What?"
Yeah.
So, like, it's literally just we're left not knowing if I do think she will be able to take Mary out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think just based on Mary seems like she does do yoga and, like, spin classes and stuff, so maybe she's strong, but
But
she
Ursa
seems like
swims.
that's true. Mary seems like the kinda girl who's never had to face any sort of, like, tribulations.
Yeah,
So I feel like she's not gonna be resilient to being attacked, whereas
I don't
Ursa
think
has
so.
attacked people before.
Yeah, she also has the drugs.
Mhm.
I almost am like it would have been I don't know, even if, like, the book ended with her thinking those thoughts and then someone, like, walks up and taps on the window or something and then it ends, like, It just felt so, like, I don't know. I was a little unsatisfied, but I don't know what would have satisfied me.
I 100% agree with that. Like, I was just it's meant to be unsatisfying, but I was
Yeah.
unsatisfied.
I know. I just wanted a little something, but ultimately it doesn't put me off the whole book, though.
Oh, same, same, same. And I thought maybe the author would write a sequel, but I don't think she will.
No,
I think
and
it's
sometimes
just
I'm almost like, I kind of
no.
like things being open-ended and not having sequels.
I like things that just have a clear ending. Like, give me a miniseries that's just one season, one and done. I love it, but this is just hard. I just want the resolution, Tay. I want to know what
I
happened.
know, what happened?
Do you? So I don't know. If you were just gonna finish the book, like, what do you think happened?
I feel like my thought is she covers up this murder, but, like, it just feels almost like she's on thin ice and she can't keep it together much longer. So my thought would be kind of like she finished these murders, she covers them up, like she killed Mary, she covered it up, but she's going to get caught soon. Like she's going to slip up
Uh huh.
or just kind of snap and fully start not covering her tracks or something, or someone will find her in the wrong spot and be like, what's going on? Like I just think her end is coming. Her reign will end.
Now that you say that, I'm like, oh, it's kind of clicking into place. Like, that's it doesn't matter if she gets caught doing this murder or the next one because she's clearly off the rails and gonna get caught soon.
Yeah, like she's going to
Like,
get
she can't
messy.
keep it up like this.
Yeah, exact it's hard to keep up with all these lies, like
Damn, Tay, you saying that really just made me kind of like, now I'm like, okay, it's a good ending. Fuck.
yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying is, like, I guess, like, I do like it when I think of it that way, but I'm like, "But what if a little more?"
The neurodivergent side of me just wants a clear ending, but I don't know. You saying that almost gave me a clear ending because, like, it
Mhm.
doesn't. I think that's the point. It doesn't matter if she gets away with this one or not because this is
She's
the
just
path she's
unraveling.
on, and it's not gonna last all that long.
Yeah, like, and I just feel like she was starting to get a little frantic at the end. Well,
Mm-hmm.
we even saw, like, she kind of was, like, not showering or not really doing much of anything. She got really depressed, or was it what? I can't
Spending all
remember.
her time on those dating apps.
Yes, she was just, like, in her room, not leaving, not really doing anything. She
Mm-hmm.
kind of, like, hit a really low low, and I just feel like that was the sign she's unraveling and things are not stable anymore, so
Yes.
she's gonna lose it.
Okay. Do you think Ursa has killed anyone else that we don't know about?
That's a good I almost feel like, yeah, maybe she just didn't know it, like, pushing the bee into someone's bottle, like, I almost wonder if she had some sort of childhood thing she did.
Yeah, I kind of think yes too. And
Well, aside from her grandma, but
yeah,
we knew about that.
I kept saying, like, when we were talking about her kills from the earlier part of the book, I like her first kill, her second kill. But I was thinking to myself, we don't know that. I mean, we know, I think, that her grandma is her first kill,
Mhm.
but I would not be surprised if there's more between her grandma and Richardson.
Absolutely, especially the way that they wrote, like, she killed her grandma and then sat and ate a cake the whole time. Like, I don't know, just that leads me to believe she did something and she knew she liked it.
Uh
And
huh.
so I wouldn't be surprised if there were others that were omitted.
Hmm.
Um, was there anything you disagreed with or anything else that didn't make sense to you aside from like Nina?
Um, I don't think there's anything I disagreed with. I thought this book was just so well written, and I think the author had a lot to say with it. I think there were a lot of things that
Mhm.
didn't make sense or didn't get the resolution that I wanted, but that's life, I guess.
Yeah. No book is really perfect. There's always a little thing here or there. I'd still ultimately recommend it. I and yeah.
Definitely. I thought this book was great.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot to, after we finish the questions, let's do our official ratings.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to add that in here. Okay, so who was the most deserving of being killed in this book?
Sam Mack, and he didn't even end up getting killed. Bummer.
I wasn't gonna say Sam Mac, but yeah, truly. I was gonna say maybe Ursa.
Well, true. Someone needs to put an end somehow to
Yeah.
this.
Uh Henry, whoever too. Like I
Yeah, he
said,
sucked.
he sucked. He and I.
We didn't like him.
Yeah, those are the top three for sure.
When Ursa dies, which body count will be higher, sexual partners or murders?
I think sexual partners, but only by a little.
I think so too. If she gets away with killing those last two people and that's truly it, then yeah, I think it would be sexual partners, but
Yeah,
the
depends how
numbers
long this
are,
murder streak can go on.
I know, the numbers are shockingly close though for those two categories, I'd say.
I know because her kill count is 5, 6, maybe more with Mary and I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she went through a phase in high school where she slept with a bunch of guys online, so
Oh
probably higher
yeah,
than
so it
that, but
probably is pretty high then compared to murders, but still, the fact she's got numbers in both,
crazy.
wild.
Okay. What would you do if you found out your friend was murdering men like Ursa? Is that an immediate anonymous FBI tip or are you keeping quiet?
Oh my god, I think I'd probably keep quiet, but I don't know, I'd be freaking out.
It's
I
so hard
wouldn't
because,
handle
like,
it
I don't
well.
want to snitch. I don't want to be a
I
fucking
know!
little rat. But
That's
also,
my
I do feel
friend!
like if someone was actually murdering people, I would feel compelled to stop them in some way.
Exactly. Like, I'd be like, "Okay, well, so the thing is, I told the FBI, but I hope you're not mad at me. I'd love to still keep in touch when you're in prison."
Can we still be friends?
I'm so sorry, though.
Yeah. Like, as much shit as I want to talk, I don't think I could just let someone go on murdering
I know.
people. That doesn't seem
No.
right.
I wouldn't be able to handle that either. Like, I don't think I could keep it quiet. I would just be so like, "Ah!"
I know.
But it's like Pam in The Office when she talks about how she hates if people don't like her. And I always think about the quote where she's like, "If Al Qaeda got
If
to know me."
uh-huh.
I'm Pam in that way. I'm like, "You're my friend. I don't want you to be mad at me, but also I had to tell someone you were killing people." Don't be mad though.
Please.
Okay, if Ursa somehow makes it out of this and finishes her PhD, what kind of job do you think she'll get after graduating?
I was thinking about this and I feel like nothing to do with her degree, first of all.
Yeah,
But like I think she would be well suited to private detective work.
I think you're absolutely right. She's doing a great job of that already.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, private detective work. I mean, she could be a sugar baby. She's
Oh yeah.
dabbled in that already.
Well, the thing is, she doesn't have the temperament because she'll just kill them all.
Exactly. But she'll get money first, at least, to live off of.
That's true. That's true. Um,
I could see her writing a book, maybe, becoming an
so
author.
at one point, Ursa is in her therapist's office and then sends her therapist out to get more water, where she then snoops through her therapist's notes to read what she's written about Ursa. Do you want to read your therapist's personal notes about you?
Oh my god. Yes and no. Like, I
Uh-huh.
can't, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it.
Bro, I had to get a psych evaluation done when I was trying to get my ADHD diagnosis, and that was brutal. That
Oh my
lady, I
god.
felt like, why do you hate me? She was
She was
mean.
so mean.
She was mean. She said I probably have few personal relationships and I annoy people. What? Do
Uh,
I think I just annoyed her.
she, why was she mad? Oh my
I don't know.
god,
It was
that's so
7
rude.
pages of just the meanest shit I've
Just
ever heard about
dragging the
myself.
fuck out of you.
So I don't think I need to know what my therapist thinks about me.
I know, that's it would hurt my feelings. I had a psych evaluation done, and I finally read it. It's been, like, over a year, and I finally read it the other day, And the thing that hurt my feelings was she said I overreport my symptoms, which is wild because I have gone to therapy my whole life and I always am like, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Clearly not. And I was so mad. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, mine also talked about, like, how my answers were consistent with, like, maybe lying or, like, misreporting, and I said, "I I think I was just confused by some of the questions."
Yeah.
It's not what
It's also like a lot of testing. Sorry, I do think I have ADHD after all, and you're making me do a lot of tests, so of
So,
course
yeah,
it's
I
gonna
do
be.
not need to know. Even sometimes on, like, the doctor's notes on, like, my chart, they put stuff, and I'm like, "Rude."
Why would you say
Why
that?
would you say that?
It's so funny. Uh, yeah, I've looked at those before and I'm like, they're mostly fine, but I'm like, huh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use the 5-point scale rating where 1 is do not finish, 2 is bad, 3 is okay, 4 is good, and 5 is great. So how would you rate Honey?
Okay, I know this doesn't fall within your star system exactly, but
It's
it's
fine.
what Storygraph has.
It's
I
fine. You
did a
can do
3.75
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
Storygraph. It would have been I was gonna round up to 4, but I took like a quarter off for sometimes the prose being a little confusing,
Mhm.
just little things like that, but it was a really good book. What did you rate it?
I would rate it a 4. I would have almost gone like 4.5. It wasn't quite a 5 for me. I'm pretty stingy with my 5s, but I thought it was a 4. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, I've already recommended it on Instagram.
I've actually seen a couple Reddit posts of people talking about how much they enjoyed it, and I was very
Yeah.
glad to see that because I was like, I don't know, sometimes it's just interesting when you enjoy something to see how other people viewed it. Because sometimes I see people talking about books that I hated, and they're just like, "This was the best book I ever read," and I thought,
Yeah.
"Really?
Yeah.
Huh."
That book, Hidden Pictures. I'll never shut up about it. The worst fucking book I ever read. Hidden
Ugh.
Pictures, it's bad. It's Republican, like right-wing dog whistles and transphobia. Do not read it. It fucking sucks. Even if it didn't have that stuff in it, the writing style was like written for a third grader. It was so fucking bad. I couldn't believe it.
You heard it here first.
Do not. I'm a number one hater. If Hidden Pictures has no haters, I'm dead.
Okay, well, anything else about Honey?
You should read it if you're listening to this.
Yeah, if you made it through this whole episode and you haven't listened to it yet, what's wrong with you? Go read it.
That's really weird.
That's so
Why did
weird.
you do that? Uh,
Okay. Well, so next time we're going to jump right back into the Grant County series by Karen Slaughter. We're on the third book, which is A Faint Cold Fear. After an apparent suicide at the local college, medical examiner Sarah Linton and Chief of Police Jeffrey Tolliver are called in to investigate. Former detective Lena Adams is now working security at the college and teams up with Jeffrey to figure out what's going on.
this one's a little gory too, so
Well, it's Karen Slaughter, it's gonna be a little gory.
yeah, she's a little crazy for that, but so lock in. But all right, so that's all for part 2, chapter 13 through the end of Honey by Imani Thompson. Next episode, we will be sparking up a discussion on A Faint Cold Fear by Karen Slaughter.
Until then, may your blunts be rolled and your plots be twisted. And if you like this episode, find us on all the social medias at Bodies, Blunts, Books. I'm Em, this is Tay, we're Bodies, Blunts, and Books, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!